Why do you think people keep things?
To remind themselves of what they used to be like. Or of a time that they can't get back to, but that they wish they could.
I'm one of the only people I know that, how old am I, 21? Still sleeps with a baby blanket, and it's really absurd.
So to the left is a teague nut. It's modeled on scrimshaw, which used to be done in ivory. And sailors would do scrimshaw as kind of a resume of sorts, because a lot of people were illiterate, as well as papers didn't survive that well. And a few important papers would be the mariner's protection document, as well as the ship's papers. But the scrimshaw was made out of ivory and was really beautifully done. They used to make boxes out of them as well, like jewelry boxes. The knife on the right is a rigging knife that was carried on my belt the entire time I was sailing, along with a marlin spike in the sheath. And it's there for safety.
Do you put certain things up there, or is it just like a dumping ground?
No, I only put stuff that is really special and that I don't want to break, because I feel like it's high up enough that drunk people won't jump on it or anything. So I don't know, and it gets pretty dusty up there, but I try to keep it as clean as I can. And it's kind of just all of the knickknacks I've collected over the years.
I remember before my great-grandmother died, she used to have what my grandmother calls tchotchkes all over the house, like little knickknacks, little things from places that are just junk, basically. And she used to have these flower pots that would be either in the shape of women's heads or of shoes.
Sing a song for me? Uh-huh. Okay, what song are you going to sing? You don't know? Sing a song for Pop Pop.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Judy, move so we can see Jim.
Can you dance for me?
There he is. There's Judy. She has a sprained back, so we helped her out a little on this Thanksgiving.
He wants to see how you for me. Oh, can you go hand it to Mommy and tell her I'm all done?
Hand across.
There you go.
There's Janice.
Hi, who are we doing this for?
Us.
Oh. Who are we doing this for?
I like it because it's broken, so it's not perfect. But I also like it because it's sparkly, and I really like sparkly things. And it just reminds me of what my grandmother used to be like, because she's really different now. Since she got brain damage, she's she's like a sad person now, and she used to be really interesting, and this reminds me of what she used to be like.
It's just funny because I wonder if you can't really adapt that meaning to any object around you, or if a relic is just something that you would really know when you saw. What's the difference between something that isn't a relic, something that doesn't mean anything, something that didn't come from anywhere? Are there things like that? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I just like the idea of unknown connections, so I kept it.
I was outside smoking a cigarette during the show, and I'd gone to the show with my dad, kind of like a father-daughter bonding thing, and my dad really loves John Prine. Anyways, so I was outside and kind of chilling and chatting with random people that were there as well, and one of the people that I ended up talking to just happened to be one of the main roadies for the show, this guy named George. And I told him that I was there with my dad, and then because we were just sort of chatting for a while, he was like, well, I bet I could get your dad backstage to meet John Prine. And so, yeah, I worked it out and surprised my dad at the end of the show, and it was so awesome. My dad just acted like a little kid. He was like, no, I can't believe it. I can't believe I'm going to meet John Prine. And to watch them shake hands and, like, get to look at each other in the eye was just, it was really special. It was cool.
I remember finding this film canister full of my baby teeth that my mom had tucked away in like a jewelry box or something, and it was just weird. Like, I knew the tooth fairy wasn't real at that point, obviously, but like, it was just weird to find the actual evidence that it was my mother all along. I don't know why people think that home movies and movies you go see in the movie theater are so different. Think of them as totally different things, really. They're both just what's left over. It just depends on what context you put that stuff in and whether or not it means anything to you.
You're gonna barf. Come on, dance. Oh, you jerk.
I don't know, I usually always carry it in my purse and I use it every day, and it's like one thing that I really hope I never lose, because I'll be really sad if I lose it.
When you pray the rosary the correct way, you say the Hail Mary prayer 53 times. There's a bead for each Hail Mary in the rosary, 53 blue beads in mine. My mom used to always say Hail Marys when we were in the hospital, usually when they were like putting an IV in or something. There's this really stupid thing that I can't get over. Ever since my mom died, I just feel like every time I go to throw something away that's broken or ripped or doesn't fit me, or, you know, every time I don't need something, I have to think about if she gave it to me or not, or if she liked it. I just feel like anything that was there when she was still here is all that I really have left of her sometimes.